There are so many theories on who Ruby could be, or indeed her parentage. Let's talk about some of the ones that concern Ruby being either a Time Lord, the Timeless Child, or being related to Gallifrey in some way. Before we go any further, I would ask you to subscribe if you love Doctor Who and Doctor Who content. This channel is all about Who and has some great stuff coming and already has some great stuff already on the channel. Theory 1. The Timeless Child retcon stands as one of the most shocking twists in the history of Doctor Who, overturning decades of established continuity to reveal a profound secret about the Doctor's origins. Contrary to what was originally thought to be canon, it turns out the Doctor was not born on Gallifrey. Instead, the Doctor is the Timeless Child, a mysterious being from beyond this universe whose genetic code became the foundation for every Time Lord as we know them. This revelation sent shockwaves through the fandom, altering the very fabric of the show's mythos, and creating an uproar with a lot of fans who hated this concept. Many hoped that RTD was going to retcon this, or even just ignore it. He did not, and is continuing with this storyline. Ruby's enigmatic origin story intriguingly parallels with the Doctor's, raising the tantalising possibility that Ruby might also be a Timeless Child. Such a revolution would be a brilliant narrative twist, weaving her story deeper into the lore of Doctor Who. However, there is a significant obstacle to this theory. In the episode The Church on Ruby Road, substantial effort is made to cast doubt on Ruby's connection to the Timeless Child. Davina McCall receives a sample of Ruby Sunday's DNA and attempts to trace her ancestry. Davina in the Foundland show fails to detect any of the distinctive genetic anomalies that would suggest Ruby is not human. Even at the end of the first episode of Series 14, the Doctor was scanning Ruby and all we can see is the scan looking, well, normalish. This lack of anomalies implies that if Ruby Sunday is indeed a Timeless Child, there must be more to her story. Her DNA must have deliberately been obscured, perhaps through advanced technology, similar to the Time Lord chameleon arc, which can rewrite biological signatures. While the theory is captivating, the evidence presented complicates the narrative, suggesting hidden layers yet to be uncovered, which means there is a lot, maybe even far too much, to be covered for the last 55-minute episode of the series. It seems too complicated for it to be covered in just one episode. Theory 2. In ᴄᴏꞰ, the toy maker played by the wonderful Neil Patrick Harris is a being of almost infinite power, and proclaims that the Doctor is the last of the Time Lords. This declaration, however, is not as definitive as it seems, especially when considering the implications of the chameleon arc. This sophisticated piece of Time Lord kit has the extraordinary ability to rewrite Time Lord's biological makeup, as we discussed in the previous theory, effectively transforming them into a different species and erasing their memories. Given the Time Lord's penchant for secrecy and survival, it's entirely plausible that they used the chameleon art to scatter themselves throughout time and space, their true identities deeply concealed. This dispersal could include hiding infants and potentially sending a new generation of Time Lords across the universe. These hidden Time Lords could be living ordinary lives, completely unaware of their true heritage and abilities. If this scenario holds true, the Doctor may have unintentionally stumbled upon the future of his adopted race of Time Lords. A discovery so significant that it would provide ample substance for the enigmatic goblins in Doctor Who, beings that thrive on such profound coincidences and cosmic ironies, making their appearance in the Church on Ruby Road have so much more meaning. In this light, Ruby Sunday's mysterious origins take a new dimension. If she is indeed one of these hidden Time Lords, she would likely be unaware of her true nature and the extraordinary ability to regenerate. Her DNA, cloaked by the chameleon arc, would appear entirely human to anyone attempting to trace her lineage. This hidden identity would mean that Ruby is living her life in what she believes to be her original form, her Time Lord essence laying dormant and undetected. Such a revelation would add a profound and unexpected twist to Ruby's character, weaving her even more intricately into the rich tapestry of Doctor Who lore. It would also underscore the Time Lords' enduring legacy and their capacity for resilience and reinvention. The potential of uncovering a new generation of Time Lords scattered across time and space opens up limitless storytelling possibilities, enriching the narrative and expanding the mythos of Doctor Who in ways that are both thrilling and deeply satisfying. The implications of this theory extend far beyond Ruby's personal story. If the Time Lords have been indeed taking such measures to ensure their survival, the Doctor's role as the supposed last of the Time Lords would be recontextualised. The Doctor's mission could shift from being a lone survivor to becoming the seeker and protector of these hidden Time Lords, guiding them towards their true destinies. This quest would add new layers of complexity and urgency to the Doctor's adventures, revitalising them with a renewed sense of purpose and direction. This one intrigues me, and I feel like it isn't exactly a bad direction for the show to go in. Theory 3. In Doctor Who Series 14 Episode 2 The Devil's Cord, ᴍᴏᴰᴰ's 15th Doctor makes a rare reference to Susan Foreman, the Doctor's granddaughter. This mention of Susan opens up intriguing possibilities regarding Ruby Sunday's true identity and origins. While it's conceivable that Ruby Sunday could be Susan herself, another theory suggests that Susan might be the hooded figure who leaves Ruby at the church. If this was the case, Ruby would be the Doctor's great-granddaughter, adding another layer of familial connection, and an extraordinary coincidence that would undoubtedly captivate the goblins in the Doctor Who 2023 Christmas special, explaining their fascination with Ruby Sunday. The Doctor in The Devil's Cord tells Ruby that he believes Susan is dead. However, he admits this is mere speculation, as he has no concrete evidence to support this belief. Susan's fate remains shrouded in mystery, allowing for various interpretations and possibilities. As part Gallifreyan, Susan shares genetic material with the Doctor, which would also be true for Ruby Sunday if she were Susan's descendant. This shared DNA could explain Ruby's unique attributes and her personal significance within the Whoniverse. The possibility that Susan could have regenerated multiple times since her last encounter with the Doctor adds further complexity to this theory. The nature of Gallifreyan biology and the process of regeneration means that Susan could have undergone significant changes, making it difficult for the Doctor to recognise her even if they crossed paths. This regeneration capability means Susan could have adopted new identities and appearances over the years, seamlessly integrating into different eras and societies while remaining hidden from the Doctor's awareness. It's funny that Mrs. Flood did comment in The Legend of Ruby Sunday, "It's nice to get out of the house. I'm always hiding myself away." It is intriguing, but I feel like it's a misdirect. If Susan is indeed the hooded figure who left Ruby at the church, it suggests a deliberate effort to protect and conceal Ruby's true identity. This act could indicate that Susan, aware of the dangers and the significance of her lineage, took steps to ensure Ruby's safety. By leaving Ruby at the church, Susan might have intended to provide her with a fresh start, free of the burdens and threats associated with their Gallifreyan heritage. The implications of Ruby being the Doctor's great-granddaughter are profound. This revelation would not only deepen the Doctor's personal history, but also create a powerful emotional connection between the Doctor and Ruby. It would add a new dimension to the relationship, intertwining their fates in ways that resonate with the show's long-standing themes of family, legacy, and identity. To add on to this, the Goblins' fascination with Ruby in the 2023 Christmas special could be a reflection of this extraordinary lineage. The Goblins, as discussed before, do surround themselves with cosmic coincidences and intricate destinies, so they would naturally be drawn to a character with such rich and complex heritage. Ruby's presence would be a source of intrigue and significance, making her a central figure in the unfolding narrative. Tell me what you think below. I will ask you again to subscribe if you love Doctor Who and Doctor Who content. This channel is all about Doctor Who and we love it here. And there's some great stuff coming, and as I said, there's great stuff already on the channel. Click this video if you want to stay in the YouTube Whoniverse, because honestly, it's always the best place to be.